what's up guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be going over how I generated over 55,000 in sales from one influencer shout out. And before I get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you text the number below, you can actually get the same influencer reach out and follow-up scripts that I used to reach these influencers. So if you guys want that, if you text the number in the description, get it. If you're outside of North America, if you just click on the Facebook Messenger link, you'll just get it directly to you, since I know people are asking questions about that. So to get straight into the video, like I said, I'm gonna be going over how I generated over 55K in sales from one influencer shout out. The ad spend was $4,000 just to clear that up. And so yeah, I'll be going through mainly, when it came to reaching out to first finding the influencer, reaching out to the influencers, following up with the influencer, and eventually booking the shout out, and then sending him the scripts for the video and then it posting and then the results that came from that. So let's go back to in the beginning, like how I found the influencer. It's pretty simple. If you guys actually go on YouTube, you can actually do this along with me. I'm just doing face cam, but you guys can kind of go along with it. So pretty much all I did was, searched up the key terms for the niche that I was selling in. So whatever product that you're selling, you can search, the common sense keywords that people watch when it comes to looking at videos that your product, is a common sense fit with. So that's pretty much what I did. If you go to filter and like the kind of top left and the search in YouTube, you can just filter by like views and like this month and find people who are doing well, or you can even do it by this year to see people who are getting good views in the consistent past year. Now this is just scaling. This is past after I already tested the product, which if you guys watched the last video, how I generated 1.5 million in sales in 2020, you'll see how I kind of, started testing out this product before scaling. So this just comes down to the actual scaling piece. So, I found the influencer. It's pretty simple. Like once you find the influencer, take their YouTube, you go to their about section. Sometimes they have their email in the video description, but most of them don't. So I just go to the about, get the email address, and then put it on my list, and then reached out to the influencer, and then from there pretty much reached out to him using the scripts that I give you guys if you text the number below. And so pretty much I initially sent him the email, followed up like 3 times, and he answered. It was about a week, so I sent the first 3 emails within like 6 days, and then he answered in about like 7. So he answered. He said, I'm interested, let's do it. I'm actually figuring out a video right now. So, went along with it. He actually stopped answering for a little bit, so I had to keep the follow-up going past even the 3rd email, but it wasn't based on a script at that point. It was just, checking up and like seeing when we can get the video done. He finally responded, and then, everything was good to go. I sent him the contract, and then after the contract was sent, he signed it. It was for $4,000 for the YouTube integration. It was not Instagram story, just YouTube. I should have done Instagram story, but it's whatever. So I did. So after he sent the contract back and signed, started getting the video put together. He sent me the video idea. So when I start creating the actual like scripts, not even so much a script, but the actual instruction for how to introduce the brand in the video, I always go based off of what the video topic is, since based on the video topic is how the integration will be set up, because I always want the brand to be integrated with the content so it's more organic and there's an actual recommendation put behind it. So pretty much did that. I spend like 2 to 3 hours just figuring out what he should say in the video, based on what the video idea was. I structured the integration to fit in with that, which takes me a few hours to do since it all just comes off the top, when it comes to writing like scripts and instructions for how to introduce it. And then sent it over to him. He actually made a few remarks on a couple things I put on, just trying to make it better and more so fit him. We kind of went back and forth, and then he started the filming. And then pretty much like when you're doing this, you send him, like what we did, like we sent him out free product, just gave him like 100% discount. He got some free product so we can show it inside the video. And then that's pretty much what we did. He got the product, started filming. And then just so you guys know, if you ever ship a product out to an influencer, and if you are drop shipping, I would recommend shipping it to your house first and making like a custom box for them, just so, it's just cooler for them. it usually is able to get to them faster. So I recommend always having some products in your house that you're selling if you are scaling for sending out to influencers, so you can like customize the box, send them like a letter with it and stuff like that. It's just better than sending it from China. So yeah, pretty much we had everything, started getting going on it, and then about a week in, everything was good to go. The video is ready. So what I do and the structure before, it comes into how to pay the influencer, all that kind of stuff. The structure is, sign the contract. He sends me the unlisted YouTube link so I can watch it. Since this is a brand I'm handling, and it is a bigger ad spend video, I sent it over to one of the owners of the brand, just for them to watch it and see if there's anything that they thought could have been improved or whatever. And then everything was pretty much good. It didn't need any refilming. And then so I gave him the go ahead, and then from there, we paid him. So the client paid him for the video, posted same day, and then I'm gonna be going through the results from this. All right, so I'm gonna be putting screenshots as I go, just because it's kind of weird with like screen recording and all that, because I don't want you guys seeing the actual discount code names. I'll just be going through. So first week, I'm just looking at my screen while I tell you guys this. First week, it was like 2.4K in sales. Now, some people may think that's bad. At the same time, the video's up forever and it still had a lot of time for peaking, which eventually is what happened. So first week, it was like 2.4K in sales. And then let's go to the second week, and now it's at 5,000 in sales. So we go to 5,000 and then just go to like the third week. Now it's at 7.6K. So it's a little past break even, there's some profit now. Probably like almost $1,000. And then now the video is at 10.3K. So within a month it did 10K. So it's like, not a 3 ROAS yet, but basically, let's just go to a little over a full month in. I'll actually just go to a month. So a month in, from June 27th to July 27th, it did 12,000 in sales, which I'll just be popping screenshots as I go. So to 12,000. So as you guys can see, when it comes to YouTube, it's not like Instagram stories where it's only up for 24 hours, goes down. And Instagram stories are great, I'm not bashing it at all. But when it comes to YouTube, it's up forever, and the video starts getting better views and starts getting more uses for people buying it from his code. And yeah, it just kept on moving forward. So now it's at like a 3 ROAS, like a month in. So that's kind of the thing to remember. It's like a month in, now it's at a 3 ROAS. And let's just go from June 27th, like October 27th. Now you guys can see that it's at 43,000 sales. So it's at like, like a 10 point something ROAS or something like that. And that's kind of the power of YouTube, is like the video peaked really well. A lot of uses coming through, but you guys can see like within like June, I don't know my calendar months since I dropped out. So like June, July, August, September, October. It's like 5 months in. So like 5 months in, it's at like at a 10 ROAS. But in the first week, it was like at what, like a 0.5 ROAS. So it's not friendly for beginners, I would say, when it comes to scaling. You just have to know what you're getting yourself into. But at the same time, the business is cash flowing the whole time. It's doing thousands of dollars per day, even hitting like 8K days, which I'll just pop up like while this video is going. So like, not worried about it. So that's the whole thing when you're scaling with these kind of influencers. When you get to scaling with these kind of people, you should already or be bringing in, thousands of dollars a day in sales profitably. So initially it covered the loss, and now it's just really peaking well and adding to, the stack of money that's coming in through the monthly sales. And now I'll just like fast forward all the way up until today, where I'm filming on the 14th of March. So I'll put a screenshot right here. So now the video is at $55,384 in sales total. So I don't know what that ROAS is, like 13 or 14 or something like that. And that's from being in a really good video with a good influencer, someone who, already has a good amount of the community in his audience, but we were able to, be inside of a really good video, peaked really well. And, some people can do that within one shout out, which is cool, but it's more so the long lasting term and actually keeping that consistent. Cause I've done, multi 5 figures in sales per YouTube video, like very consistently. So, just keeping it a replicatable system to keep this stuff going. So, I thought it was just really cool to share this with you guys, to show you like after you prove a concept of the product, you start scaling, And then you're able to do higher ad spend stuff with really good influencers because the cash flow can initially cover the loss of the shout out while it starts going, while it starts peaking. Most videos don't do this. If you ride with a really good influencer, it could only take like a month, a couple weeks to a month to be at like a 3 or 4 ROAS. I'm not saying it's obviously guaranteed. It's just from what I've experienced when scaling higher level stuff, when it comes to, already doing a few thousand a day and then adding in bigger influencers and stuff like that. But it's just about, remember, it all comes back down to being the go-to brand within that niche for whatever your product is. And you want to get a lot of the community to see it. And in this video, it's, a lot of people in the community saw it and were able to be very profitable at doing so. So yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool for you guys to see this, so just get out there, prove the concept, start scaling, and eventually one day you can get into kinds of videos where you can be pulling like these kinds of numbers if you just stay hard, if you work hard, you stay determined, you keep cash flow coming in while you're testing. So hope this helps. Like I said, if you guys want the scripts that I use for reaching out to these kind of influencers, because that's where it all initially starts, being able to actually get people to respond so you can do videos like this. If you text the number below, if you're in America, you can just text the number, be able to get it. If you're not in America, you just click the Facebook Messenger link below and then it'll just go directly to you. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to say thank you for getting me over like 1,070 subscribers. This is I am the fastest growing channel based around influencer marketing, and I wanted to thank you guys for it. And if you guys can, just subscribe, comment, like, whatever you guys want to do. I just want the community to see this because with so many Facebook ad account bans going on right now, it's very inevitable that people need new traffic sources coming in. And influencer marketing, I feel like, is just one of those things that it's just going to be the next thing to use outside of Facebook, because obviously with the inconsistencies that Facebook has with disabling people, it's definitely important to start getting new skill sets. And I'm actually going to be making a free training on my YouTube, a step-by-step for beginners when it comes to influencer marketing. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And I hope you guys got value from the video. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.